Welcome to the tutorial on writing and formatting a business letter in Microsoft Word. In this tutorial, you will learn how to create a business letter and how to use block formatting technique, which is typically used for business purposes. Here you will see a typical business letter in block format looks like. There are many different templates to choose from. For simplicity's sake, please use this format. You can see that all text is less justified or lined up on the left margin of the page. Though this is a representation of a Microsoft Word document from a Microsoft template, your Word document will look like this document when you complete this tutorial. When creating your letter for this lesson, you will first open Microsoft Word by using your pointer to the Word icon on the taskbar at the bottom of the page. Selecting at the bottom of this page, you can see the pointer. Let's click it, and Microsoft Word will open. There will be a number of documents on the page that you can select from, and many templates. For the purpose of this tutorial, please select the blank document. You now have a blank page in front of you, and we need to consider what our page layout will be. So this portion up here that the pointer is running across is called the ribbon, and these are tabs where we have File, Home, Insert, Design, Page Layout, and so on. Select the page layout. At the left portion of it, you will see where the margins is. You will hit the down arrow at the bottom of that. You will get a drop-down menu. We want to select the normal margin, which will give us a 1-inch margin at the top, at the bottom, at the left, and at the right margins. Your cursor is setting here at the very first line. We now want to select at the top of the ribbon again in the home. We want to select what our font type and font size will be. This is defaulted to Times New Roman. Selecting right across here, you see where the font selection is down here. And it is also selected for 12 pitch. These are typical font sizes. If yours does not say Times New Roman 12 pitch, please select the down arrow here. A menu will arrive. You have two different sections. One's called Recently Used Fonts. The one below it is called All Fonts. All fonts are in alphabetical order. Recently used are just that. They are fonts that are used, have been the last ones used, put it that way. So at this point we see Times New Roman is selected. We can highlight it and hit enter, and it will come up to here. Again, same thing with the font size. If you select it, you'll get a drop-down menu. We want to make sure that we have 12 selected. At this point, we are going to want to start entering our data. So for ease of this lesson, I will open up a document already used so that I can highlight and you can follow to keep the lesson shorter. This is a standard Microsoft template, and what you will see is at the very top where the cursor is flashing, you type in your first name and your last name. Then you hit the enter key, sometimes referred to as the return key. After that's complete, the next line you enter your street address, hit enter, enter the city, state, and zip code, hit enter, enter the date, and hit enter. Hit enter again to get a line or a space between your address and the recipient's address. At this point, you hit the recipient's name, hit enter, type in their title, hit enter, type in their company name, hit enter, type in the street address, hit enter, type in the city with a comma, the state with a comma, then the zip code, hit enter, Hit enter again to give you a blank line between the address and the salutation. The salutation is also called the greeting, where you will type in dear and then the recipient's name, maybe something like Dear Mr. Jones. Enter a colon after the salutation, and the colon is the 2 double dots on the keyboard. Then you type in the body of the letter, which would be considered all this portion that is highlighted. At this point, what you will have to change in the body of the letter is the organization name, anything that is within these square brackets, the job title again, and this is just simply a letter seeking help for finding a job. Once you've completed the body of the letter, you'll want to hit enter twice to give you space between the closing, and then you'll type in sincerely with a comma. Several enters give you time to type, or space to type your name. You type your name, and you've completed the letter. At this point, you need to save the letter. So again, go up to the ribbon all the way to the left where it says File. Click on File. Click on Save As, which will allow you to name your letter. You want to click on Computer. Then you're going to want to click on Student Letters, which is a folder on the desktop just for student letters. And you're going to want to save the business letter. So you may want to save it as, in this case, I'm just going to put in a fake name. Call it Student 1 Business Letter, and today's date, 10.31.2015. And remember, or you should know, that in a date on a file name, you cannot use a slash. You must use a period or a dash, because slashes are not allowed in file names. And then you will click Save. Your letter is now saved. You should go in and edit and proofread your letter. Though Microsoft Word will do a lot of edits for you, it will underline misspelled words in red, underline grammar errors in blue. It's not the final checker and will not catch all problems. So you must proofread it. You are the final correction on this letter. Once you have finished proofreading it and you're happy with the way it's laid out and that there's no errors, you will again go up the ribbon under File, click Print, and hit the Print button. You'll notice that it is defaulted to the HP OfficeJet Pro 8500. Click the Print button. It will print it out. At this point, you should retrieve it from the printer, sign your name under Sincerely, and turn it in for a grade. And this will conclude, sorry, it will not conclude. At this point, you want to close your letter in Microsoft Word. So if you'll go up to the very right top corner and click on the X, it will close the letter. If there's been any changes, you'll want to save them, and it will close Microsoft Word out.